to another episode here of my team career mode. Today we take to Montreal and Paul Ricard for another instalment of my career mode. And yeah, hopefully this is going to be quite a good episode. They're both tracks with relatively high tyre wear, so hopefully it provides some entertainment in terms of racing.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors has cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
We are saving up for a outrageous signing going into the mid part of the season, which you guys will find out about more probably next time out, next episode. I have been scouting a few drivers. Oh, bum. Jeez. Scouting a few drivers, including George Russell, and hopefully it will come back quite good in terms of news for that. We've got 538 resource points. We're saving up for one of these larger engine upgrades based off the tracks we've got coming up. It makes more sense to put more energy into the engine, and then once that is complete, then we can go back and have a look at the chassis. It is quite a power dependent circuit, this one, so especially that final sector, we're gonna need some raw speed. Although saying that, there is quite a lot of twisty tight sections you've got to manage well around here, so you can't just put max straight line speed on the car, because otherwise you will literally just slide mostly through sector 2. That's the major twisty section of the circuit. Not challenging in terms of braking zones or anything, but just quite twisty. Difficult to do well in an area of that kind of difficulty. I've just said the same word twice. Where are we in the pecking order then? So we're kind of just in behind Haas and basically matching AlphaTauri at the minute. But yeah, the development does need to kind of take a bit of a boost. Here we are then, lovely sunny day here at Canada.
Engine fired, we're set.
So we take on another qualifying session. Right out behind the Renault. I think that's Ricardo. Yep. It's one of those tracks you probably do on a bit of a tow.
just put in the fastest lap. Good job.
Good lap from us, faster than Ricardo. But Leclerc goes even faster, unsurprisingly, really. In that Ferrari. Not massively faster. I think it's about a tenth. Faster than Alex Albon in the car behind. But not a bad lap. We're 6/10 off Leclerc, so kind of where I was expecting to be. Might just do one lap at the end, to be honest. We'll set up a new set of soft tyres. Hamilton's gone second. Yeah, and here come all the top guys. We have beaten Max Verstappen as well, though, interestingly enough.
Personnel be aware. Car leaving.
There's a few Alpha Tauris going out. Racing Point's gone out. There's another Racing Point going out of the garage. So if we can tow a Racing Point, that's not a bad thing at all. Probably faster than the Renault I was towing last time. Up to the line, it's 4th. It's a really good lap. We've beaten Bottas. Really good lap. That Racing Points toe definitely helped, that's for sure.
With qualifying complete,
And
let's review our top
4/10
three
off
today.
pole.
Leclerc, Vettel, and
Not
Lewis
too bad
Hamilton.
at all.
Well, that wraps up qualifying, but don't worry. We'll be back tomorrow as we
1:10.4.
head into the Grand Prix.
And Alesi, once again, 2 seconds off the pace. Yeah, not great, is it? But George Russell, who we're thinking of bringing in, hasn't gone much better, but he's in a lot slower car. Good luck for the Racing Point though, other than that of Stroll, who was ahead of us on the track, is kind of like the next competitor really close to us that isn't in a top 3 car.
It's been a great qualifying session for you. Are you going to carry that momentum into the race?
What a lap.
Do you think this team are performing as well as they could do? You didn't spend much time practicing. Are you saving your car for the... Great. Well, that's everything.
I'd just like to say thank you to Racing Point for giving us a toe down the last 2 straights. Definitely helped. Oh, what was I going to do? That's fine. Right. The race is going to be interesting to see. I mean, we are in the top 10, so we are going to be right up the top in the race. Let's see where we can get out of this. A relatively decent result last time out at Baku. Not just unable to get Daniel Ricciardo at the end of the race. I have a feeling there's a little bit more confidence around here though, so that's a little bit more enthralling. Yeah, but yeah, good pace, really good pace. Not disappointed at all really with that position. You can't be. Very, very pleased. And let's turn the volume up, it's quite quiet.
We're back once again off the back of a fantastic qualifying session. It's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, the rookie, Valtteri Bottas, and Verstappen, Albon, Stroll, Ricciardo, and Lando Norris, Giovinazzi, Perez, Kimi Raikkonen, and Grosjean, Magnussen, Kvyat, Pierre Gasly, and Carlos Sainz. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Alesi, Russell, Latifi, and Esteban Ocon rounds off.
So there's a few grid penalties coming into play. Ocon and Sainz both taking grid penalties for this race. To be fair, I don't blame them. It is one of the circuits I was thinking about potentially taking a grid penalty. The only reason I haven't is because where we are on the grid, like we are much higher on the grid than I was expecting. I am thinking about maybe taking one when we go to Paul Ricard, because that's a circuit that overtaking is possible, but it's also a circuit that the final sector.
Now that we've got some points on the board, let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
The final sector would just kill the car in terms of downforce. So, like in terms of qualifying pace, I'm not sure it's 100% going to be there. 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. That's a brilliant start from Hamilton, but he gets a bit bogged down in the second phase, and now we're in a... Oh, bit of contact with the Brit. Let's restart that actually, because that's a little bit disappointing. A lot of wheel banging, but we're up into second. Just Leclerc is ahead. A good start from the Monegasque to get and hold the lead. But here comes Sebastian Vettel already.
That's a strong start. Well done.
Smack on the wall of champions. That's not ideal at all. I'm gonna have to flashback that. Good lap from Leclerc. You go fastest in the final sector. But yeah, good lap once again from the Monegasque driver. Rather good first sector actually as well for us. Purple. As we try to push away from Vettel behind. Come up to the line. Leclerc
DRS will be enabled
gets
this lap.
fastest
You can use it
lap.
when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Such a jammy bugger. Vettel. How has he picked up DRS when he was 1.1 behind?
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. This lap, push hard on the in-lap. need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Box this lap.
Understood, stopping this lap. Fuel is looking really good. You're managing it well.
There goes Leclerc. He comes in as well, same lap as us.
Go, exit now. We're racing on
Good
the exit.
pit stop actually. Very good pit stop. We've actually gained slightly on Leclerc.
Giuliano is coming in for his stop. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
Vettel is in that group of cars behind. That's worked out really well for us. Leclerc on soft. Interesting. As he catches up to some traffic. They all peel into the pit.
Our gap behind is 4.6 seconds. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
Oh, there's yellow
Okay,
flags.
clear.
It's Alexander Albon who's out. Oh, what a shame for the tie.
The energy store is getting worn, reducing our overall capacity. The more charge you hold, the faster that capacity will drop. Caution, caution. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more. Pushing, you're gaining on the car ahead. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy that.
That was a bit of a corner cut, I have to admit. These tyres just aren't wearing at all. It's pretty nice actually. I have tyres I can lean on. We're catching Leclerc. He's on wearing soft tyres. Just doesn't have the pace. Which is just weird. So much more belief in the car than Leclerc does.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
We're within that 1 second now. Not quite here.
Think we may see some rain. ETA is about 15 minutes.
And in comes Leclerc. He's had enough of those softs. Set soft tyres.
Roger that. Soft tyres at the next pit stop. We want to pit this lap, so push now.
The tyres, these tyres are
We're
fine.
leading our teammate by 41.2 seconds.
Want to at least push it until 26, 27 maybe even. Ow! Caught the front wing on the exit. Hamilton's in, he's had enough. I mean, he pit the earliest out of everyone anyway, I think. You need to really wait at least until Leclerc catches Bottas. Bottas is in. Oh, that's just ruined that plan.
Use your overtake button more. It's time to utilize some of this energy.
Lacey's in.
Giuliano is in the pits. Giuliano in the pits. Issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
We've actually got a Williams in front as well, so if we can catch that Williams, get a bit of DRS, which is quite crucial around this circuit.
On you by 5/10 a lap.
Claire's only 5/10 a lap faster than me at the minute. Hamilton goes fastest. That gap we really need to look at more. We're out behind Hamilton, that's a problem. We'll come in at the end of lap 26, I think. Yes, initially we're losing time now, but we'll be on a softer compounder tyre and we'll be ahead of Hamilton as long as we make this work. Try and do at least another 2 laps on these tyres. Like I say, we are slowly gaining on Russell. Pace isn't that bad at all, really. So the gap that's really crucial is the gap to Hamilton. If that gets inside of a pit window, you might have a little bit more of a problem trying to win this race. If it doesn't, you might be alright. Box this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I don't want to go ridiculously long on those tyres, that's my view. If I can do an 8-lap stint, which is what I did at the start anyway, on my older set of soft tyres. There's more rubber down on the track, lower fuel, which is a way that we could be able to try and do okay out of this. I think Russell's actually battling our teammate, Alesi. I don't know if it's Russell, by the way, it might be Latifi, but I'll always just assume, actually it probably is Latifi, because he's... So in we come on lads, you need to give me a good pit stop as I hit the 80 mph sign on the way in. Good work though, good tyre management there, just to hold out the stint. There goes Charles Leclerc. We should be out ahead of Hamilton.
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound.
We're out ahead of both Mercedes with a 4-second gap to Leclerc. And now this is where the pace needs to be really good. Really strong. The car feels electric, to be honest. Gap's coming down every corner to Leclerc now. Gap is 3.7. Purple final sector. It's all coming together.
The gap to the car behind is 4.
Just need to maintain the speed now. Purple first sector. Green middle sector, so not purple. So we just access the overtake button and use some of the spare ERS we have. Bit of a corner car. Up to the line. It's purple, fastest lap of the race, and the hunt for Charles Leclerc and the race victory is really on. We've got to be wary of our fuel.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do. pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
Weather report.
The rain is a few laps out yet, but it is coming. Be careful. Dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Rich mix. DRS. Pushing Leclerc out the final corner. Have we got enough overspeed? Just about down the inside of the Monaco driver, and we take the lead of the Canadian Grand Prix.
Brilliant. Nice move.
What a strategy. Bit of an early turn in there.
Radar suggests some weather is going to hit in around 5 minutes' time, so stay on your toes.
Bit of a... yeah, I was wondering how long that would take.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
That's Kvyat out as well.
Yellow flag. Green flag.
Latifi ahead.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. This is your final lap of the race.
Up to the line, it's the win and the fastest lap of the race.
Absolutely fantastic.
Come on.
Result. Well done.
Winning in Canada once again. Drive the day, Carlos Sainz.
Well, that might not have been the finest race in history, but there's no question it was a critical win.
Just look, the rain starts to come as soon as the race is finished. That is remarkable, really. What a result.
The faces on our top
What
three
a
look
result.
so incredibly happy as they make their way up to the podium.
Get
A
race
much
victories
deserved
when we're on.
victory
Yeah.
and a brilliant performance from them all.
Unbelievable. What a race. What
And
a
after this round
strategy.
of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton.
Only
who moves
50
further
points off
ahead at
Hamilton
top
in
of
the
table. Some
championship.
amazing talents out on the track today. But Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
We've already seen. I don't know why they still do that. If you're going to do the whole driver of the day thing, you've just broadcasted who it is, so there's no point.
Let's have your thoughts. Who would you say is your biggest rival at the moment?
Oh Lord. Well, I don't know really. They're all quite very high, aren't they? I'm gonna go Verstappen, just because he's in a
You gained a lot of positions during
not a
the race,
great
didn't you?
car. But if that patch comes in,
Things
that's
are
gonna
looking up
help
after last week, aren't
no
they?
end at all. So I'm gonna get absolutely mugged off.
We all underestimated you, didn't we? Great. Well, that's
I have a feeling because I've had 2 race wins this season, they've just gone, nah, he's the best in the world, he can have the best 4 drivers to choose from in terms of rivalry. I've just been mugged off there, haven't I? Shouldn't have. More money coming in, hopefully more R&D coming in. It's all looking pretty good at the minute, isn't it? As we go, we're almost at the halfway point. We go to France next for the French Grand Prix. Duh, pretty obvious. We'll put an aerodynamic upgrade on. Let's do some simulator training. We got 4 days for the rest, so we either do power team building and sponsors, or we do that one. And I think we'll go for those two. Oh, we're so close. We've almost got 6 million. Almost got 6 million. Unbelievable. Is there any way that we can make money? See, no, they're all just giving. I can't actually make 200k to buy Russell or someone like that. So we might be able to get him after the next Grand Prix. Or it might be weekly resources. Yes, I've got 6 million. Come on. Yeah, nah. Wait. Corporate. Driver market, right. If my understanding is right, George Russell is 6 million. He is. Why can't I suppose I haven't actually. Well, let's watch Norris as well. Ocon. And Gasly? I don't know. Because then they're all 80 rated. Albon is also 7.5, but however he is in like a mentally good car. We'll watch Sainz as well. Because you never know. And then, yeah, those guys are just out of budget now. Not out of budget, but not good enough, basically. I don't really like that one. Right, we'll go with the normal, lovely looking livery. Get a new helmet if we wanted. Oh, I actually quite like that. That's quite nice. I'll go with that and then change the colour to like purple. And then that one can be black. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. We'll go with that one. Very nice looking helmet. Apparently we've got more customization we can do. Not that I can see there. But look at that. Look at the finances. We're doing pretty well. That's fair to say, I think. We are going to take some grid penalties going into this Grand Prix. And we're going to start plumb last. In the field. So, yeah, we kind of... No point setting a lap, is there, in qualifying? Apart from beating Bottas, that's the only thing... Oh no, sorry, Verstappen. There's no point, is there, really? So we'll just kind of skip through qualifying. Well no, unless we go and set like 1 lap, but it doesn't have to be... I don't really want to start on the tyres. I don't know, I've got mixed feelings, because I ultimately don't think we have the pace here to get top 10 in qualifying. Oh, and excellent, there's going to be rain in the race. Just what we need. We're agonisingly close to that upgrade, but we have fallen a little bit off the pace. We do come into this round with one minor upgrade, but so let's just check. Yeah, they're all. We'll do a lap in qualifying. So we don't. Hopefully we can beat a Lacey, but we will be starting plumb last with a 60 place grid penalty. So yeah, points will be interesting to get if we can, but yeah, I have a feeling it's going to be quite difficult to get points in the race. If we can get to the sponsorship or the Team Acclaim 10 by the end of this one, then that will be very good, because that gets us another sponsor, more money, means that we could potentially look at better drivers. But yeah, I have seen I've created a short list of drivers that we're going to watch over the next few races. Because we need... Lacey's not been good enough. We almost lapped him in the last race. So that is the market we need to drastically improve. Unfortunately, just can't get that upgrade yet. But once we do, it will put us in a very good stead going into tracks like Austria that are coming up. How are we doing in other areas? Second worst aero, second worst chassis, and the worst reliability. Wonders! Wonderful. I don't really have much care in the reliability. Oh, are these... What are these? Power unit supplier. Oh, so this is what Renault are producing then. So they've got some upgrades going. Piston rings. But most of them aren't coming now until October. Right, which is quite a long way away. I mean, what are we now? Well, Canada's usually like June? No, not even June. It's like May, isn't it? So yeah, there's a long way to go before those upgrades to the engine come. Which, yeah, not great, is it? Not grand. It's a hot day today. So I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm just gonna go set one lap. If it's good enough to get into Q3, that's... Or not into Q3, into the top 10. That's almost not good, because... Let's set it at the end of the session when... Who's doing well at the minute is Hamilton, who's top.
Standing by.
We just need to get a lap in, I think. There are a few guys going out on track. You saw there's a few Ferraris going out. There's a Red Bull. And yeah, as you see, 60 place grid penalty for a component change. Interesting, a Lacey, once again, is only good enough to beat the Williams. I mean, I know technically that's where our car is, but I want a driver that's going to actually be able to push that. try and see if we can catch that Ferrari. 'Cause I'd rather have a Ferrari slipstream than a Honda slipstream, in all honesty.
Ready to go.
Let's flash back that. Don't know what was going on. I thought the apex was a lot earlier than it actually is. And that kind of just lost us a heap of time. We've got Leclerc in front. He can provide us with a nice little slipstream. Verstappen is behind us, looking like he wants a bit of our slipstream. Up to the line. Is it going to be a good lap? It's a 1:31.2, which puts us 8th. For God's sake. Can't be arsed. The one time I don't want to get into Q3. Of course I get there.
We're all ready for
Oh, for
tomorrow's
God's
race, but before we
sake.
begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Hamilton, Bottas and Sebastian Vettel.
So we're going to be starting on the soft tyres then, which is not ideal.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. How's your grid penalty going to affect your strategy going into the race?
My ears,
Happy with
man.
where you'll be on the grid tomorrow?
No, I'm not really happy where I'll be on the grid tomorrow because I got a penalty.
Do you have any comments about this team?
Do I have any comments about Haas?
You didn't
Not really.
practice much this weekend. Are you saving your car for the race?
Well, as you can see, I can't even remember your Claire. That's the one. We're not trying to take on any stupid risks because we got a grid penalty. We're going to be starting in Mexico with our penalty, basically. So yeah, not great. I've no idea what we're going to do strategy-wise as well. That's just gone out the window. I should have just gone, sit back, have a glass of wine and watch everyone else do their laps, but no, I didn't. I wanted to at least get some lap in comparison to my teammate and Verstappen and those guys around me. I did get a lap in, just just a very good lap, and yeah, it's going to make it interesting going into the race. Of course, there's a bit of rain at the end of the race as well, which you saw in Vietnam. Wasn't great. Wasn't great for the race strategy. some people are probably going to just literally end up running mediums all the way to the wet weather, which I don't blame them. In all honesty, it's going to get like really heavy rain at the end of the race, so we might have to do a 2-stop maybe to try and make the most out of the dries. But yeah, we're going to have to do something different, that's for sure. Because if we want points here, we're going to have to fight for it. First proper challenge we're going to have, really. Everything else we've kind of had a really good qualifying, and it's all just been given to us on a plate in terms of trying to get points. This one,
and welcome to the
yeah.
Paul Ricard, current home with the race minutes away from starting. Here's what today's grid rundown looks like.
Let's have a look at the grid.
Hamilton lines up on pole position.
Championship leader on pole, no surprise there.
As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Ricciardo, Ocon, Perez.
Good
and
laps from the
Lance
Renault
Stroll,
at their home
Fiat,
Grand Prix.
Giovinazzi, Romain Grosjean and Sainz, Raikkonen, Norris
Gasly doing okay once again. Gasly, Magnussen, Alesi ahead of both Williams, and then it's us with our 60 pace grid penalty, sat there with a glass of wine. Because we are in France as well, so we might as well make the most of our wine that we've got here. And yeah, not great, is it? Not great at all. But no, qualifying showed some promise, and hopefully we can live up to that a little bit. I don't think the soft tyres go that long at all, really, around here. It's a very high wear circuit.
This is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix. Let's give them a race worth watching.
Have fun, Renault, because you're going to really enjoy this one. Alright, we're going to have to do a 2-stop. Not ideal. But we got the Williams guys around us, Alesi in front of him, Magnussen in front of him. It's lights out and away we go. It's a really good start, actually. I know we've got better compound tyres. We just hook it all the way around the outside. That's gained us a legal. What?
Cede that position or will receive a penalty.
Apparently, I illegally overtook Norris as Magnussen tries to send one down my. Oh no, that's Alesi. Even. Let's not go for the dive on Raikkonen. That's not a great start. I mean, it was a good start, and then it wasn't a good start because apparently I illegally overtook Norris, which I thought was just ridiculous. Speaking of Norris, here he comes. And he basically mugged us off in a straight line, slightly off the circuit to make the move. We have done, and Raikkonen, I think, just had a bit of a twitch on the throttle there.
Keep it up.
Go around the outside, it's a little bit too deep, but we do make the move on Raikkonen. Next one is Giovinazzi. Really good exit out of the second corner, and the Italian goes defensive. Bit of contact with the Alphas inside.
Good job, nice overtake.
He will be straight back in front of us though, I would imagine. Put as much as a defence as we can, but that car is so quick in a straight line. Just swipe across though. Just allows us to get back in front of him. He's so quick in a straight. That is absolutely unbelievable.
Let's use overtake and burn some
Side
of
by
this
side
energy.
with Gio. And that's a little bit more comfortable, isn't it? We have got a new kit of gear, so I would hope we are performing a little bit better in this one. It's a pretty good lap, to be fair, soon as we're in traffic.
Window, you'll be on the mediums.
Not too disheartened with that. Mount the curb on the inside.
Expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
That's kind of what I was expecting, to be honest, Jeff. Sainz is next. Had a lot of rain so far this series. Now we're in a bit of a trolley train behind Grosjean. Apologies, Sainz. Yeah, that was my error. Did just go a little bit too deep. Why is my front left burning?
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Push now, we're boxing this lap.
Box this lap.
Pitting this lap then, come into the
Not
pits at the end
working,
of this
is it
lap.
really? Just stuck in a train. I can't be stuck in these trains if we're trying to maximise the best out of the car. undercut Grosjean and some of the guys that were battling around us, because it's just not, yeah, it's not working at all, really. In also comes Daniel Ricciardo onto another set of mediums. He was in the top 10, so he has to abide by those rules as well.
Go, go, go.
Good pit stop once again.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat.
Brings
into
us
those
out in
tyres.
last place. With plenty of clean air. In comes Ocon and Grosjean. We're ahead of Grosjean. So that one lap undercut has worked in clean air.
Has come in and fitted the soft tyre. Some information on Albon. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Albon's got a problem. Weather report.
We're expecting rain in around 10 to 15 minutes. Dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Keep pushing it back.
We're trailing our teammate by 9.7 seconds. You're putting a good distance between yourself and the car behind. Fuel target is +1. Faster engine modes are available. lot of spare energy, use your overtake button. Rain is forecast in just over 10 minutes' time. Rain in 10 minutes. Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
Yes, Lacey, my guy.
1.6 seconds.
You're gonna be sacked in a few races, but my guy, what? Go on, keep going, Lacey. Good lad. Bit of fight. Whoa, he's so good. Look at him. Side by side. Oh, he's had to give it up. Oh, what a shame. But well done, lad. Nice to see a bit of fight. I'm gonna need to overtake you now. Just move, mate. Come on. We need to work as a team to get better points on the board. And at the minute you haven't showed any raw speed. Weather report.
Looks like rain is inbound, and we're expecting it in around 5 minutes. 5 minutes till the rain dries seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
In comes
Giuliano is
Lacey.
coming in for his stop. Okay, gap ahead is 2.3 seconds. Careful, we think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Weather report.
We don't think it's going to stay dry for much longer. The rain could come at any moment. Watch out, dries seem like the best tyre for now. Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the mediums.
And here comes the rain. Box this lap.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Set tyres to intermediates.
Didn't catch that. Say again.
Set intermediates.
Confirming that we'll be fitting the intermediate tyres. Go now. tyres in the pits. Giuliano in the pits. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Okay, we've got plenty of energy. Use the overtake button and have a go. We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button. DRS has been disabled by the stewards. DRS will be offline. Okay, you're in the top 10. The gap behind us is 3.7 seconds.
That's Checo overtaken. The next one's Vettel, and I don't think we're going to get in.
Good work. Great pass.
I think Perez is really struggling on his intermediates. Weather report.
These conditions are only getting worse. Watch out for standing water. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now.
We are gaining on Vettel. Bit more confidence in the wet by the seams of it, in comparison to the AI. Maybe Vettel's getting bogged down behind Riccardo. It's a bit weird, isn't it?
To teammate behind is 42.8 seconds.
Really difficult. Weather report. Weather report.
Inters look like the best tyre for now. Okay, the gap behind is 3.5 seconds.
Oh, it was a bit of a nudge there on Vettel. Have to use a bit of overtake just to make sure we can get past him here. We do successfully.
We're still happy that we're on the right tyres at the moment.
Might have to be another dirty dive bomb on Riccardo. It's really difficult to see the difference between curbs and track on at the minute. Now he's going to be a threat from Vettel. Next up for us is Alex Albon. Now he's kind of, at the minute, I think he's struggling to get his tyres up to temperature. The rain is really starting to throw itself down now. slippy on the curb. Hamilton isn't that much further ahead either, so what's turned from a fairly negative starting position.
We're catching the car ahead, but be aware that these tyres need to last till the end of the race.
Bloody hell, that's going to be an ask, isn't it? Weather report.
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. It's hard to say if inters or wets are better right now.
I think wets, man. Set wet tyres.
Say again, you're breaking up.
Set wets.
Giuliano is coming in for his stop. Wet tyres confirmed.
Pit this, oh, box this lap even.
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
Box this lap.
We can't take you right now. Pit in next lap.
Right, Jeff, but you know what I mean. I'm your boss. Box this lap.
The pit box is currently full.
Oh,
Stay out on track. Stay
Jeff.
out on track.
Box this lap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I'm starting to aquaplane, and it is deadly. See what the AI does. Albon stays out. But interesting, one of the Mercedes is in, one of the Ferraris is in. It's just too wet for inters. So Mercedes and Ferrari both splitting their strategy, racing points in as well as a Renault. Right, why did they just stop?
Exit now.
We're out behind Hamilton on the wets.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive
Interesting,
a
they're on
driving if you cross over to the track.
intermediates. So they've just changed tyres onto inters. I think we've made the right decision here.
Battery charge is high. Let's use
So
it.
heavy.
Giuliano is in the pits. Giuliano in the pits.
We could actually win this race.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Because with the weather as it is, Mercedes and Ferrari have both screwed one of their drivers. It is so heavy. So heavy. I don't know how they're staying out on inters. Bottas is in. Leclerc is in, so yeah, I think they've made a mistake. We could actually win this. I can't believe this is happening.
The rain looks like it's going to be getting much lighter over the next 10 to 15 minutes. There should be more grip, but don't expect a dry track.
And we are oh no, we're not leading. Verstappen's technically still leading, but he's on inters. So really, we are leading this race. Alex Albon's on inters. What are you doing, mate? It's ridiculous. Why do they think it's still good enough for inters? I've gained 5/10 on Max Verstappen in 2 corners. They are ridiculous to think that it's still intermediate. Come on, Verstappen, you've got to be pitting, mate. Surely. You're going to lose all this time. Gap to Verstappen is 9 seconds. And it's only going to decrease. I do fear for Max Verstappen. I think it's a risky strategy from Red Bull. I don't think it's going to pay off. And Leclerc and Bottas are the big winners out of everything. Apart from us, obviously.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Just finishing this race, man. It's 3 laps left, so it's not long. Whoa! Goodness me! There's some lightning now. It is absolutely... I don't think I've raced in wetter conditions on these games. It is throwing it down. Absolutely throwing it down. We're going to get Verstappen within the next 2 laps, I reckon.
Managing your tyres. Manage your tyres.
Can't believe this. How has this worked out like this? Come on! He's 2 seconds away. We can win this as well. What an unbelievable race. Absolutely saturated. One second the gap. Is Verstappen going to peel in? No. He's going to regret this, I think. But here we come.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Overtake mode. No, seriously, this was a worldy strategy. It started dries, and I pit one lap earlier than the AI onto wets, and now I've literally just like I've started last as well. Nah, you watch the race. You watch the race. It is pure. It is pure. You can watch. Well, in fact, I won Canada as well, so you can watch both races back. It's not, but I am pushing it to its absolute limit. You've not seen it? Beautiful. This is I can barely see the curbs. It is awful.
I want to see you go up to at least 100 hours and
Safety car.
No, I mean, so like you can lower the traction control a little bit. Turn off brake. Okay, if you want to edit your racing one.
Oh crap, my fuel. One of them's my teammate in a minute. Oh. I was overtaking these guys at the start of the race and now I'm lapping them. This is how mental this has been one of the most ridiculous races.
Final lap of the race.
Oh, it's literally the end of my time though, so I will have to come off as soon as this is done. Oh my goodness me.
Whenever you make sure you turn down,
This is not hacking, Carl. I've actually had a brilliant race.
there is no way you can win a race while you're
I've won 3. This is, look at this. This is soaked. Yeah.
that you have got.
Oh shit. Turn over, take off. Bye, Latifi. Oh my goodness me. These these tyres are shot. So you can watch the race back. This is legit. I'm not.
Struck off.
Well, I want your assist struck off then.
Well, I'm not winning every race, am I?
No, because you're not doing my team. That's why. Come on!
That's a race win and your second race win in a row. Fantastic.
Second race win in a row. That sounds brilliant. Last to first. It's not cheating. You can. Right. I will show you the race.
I don't want to see the race.
You don't want to see the race?
I want to see you turn off a 6.
Right. I'm showing you the race.
I don't want to